Joining me in the special telecast is Attila Somfalvi, a senior journalist, political strategist from Tel Aviv. Thank you so much, Attila, for joining us right now. You heard what Ali Khamenei had to say. What is your first perspective on when he says this is a fight, this is resistance, asking all the Islamic nations to unite on this, that this is a war against Muslim world? These were very clear, direct threats against Israel and its government.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thank you for hosting me. First of all, nothing new in this diabolic speech of the Ayatollah. Nothing new about threatening Israel and the West. Nothing new about spreading death and terrorism. This is what they do for so many years. The Iranians are incapable of doing anything else but killing, destroying, and torturing people. So nobody is surprised about this speech, and I would say that this speech is mostly anticipated because after the hits that Iran had to live with in the past few weeks and months, the only thing the Ayatollah can say is something to encourage those people in Lebanon, the Hezbollah fighters and terrorists, and even in Iran. He knows very well that Iran is weak. He knows very well that the Iranians hate the regime. So he has to spread this speech of lies, full of disinformation and threats to Israel and so on. I want to remind this guy, this man, this terrorist, that in April and just a few days ago, Iran launched hundreds of ballistic missiles towards Israel that were intercepted. 90% of them were intercepted by Israeli systems. So he can't really threaten Israel with ballistic missiles. We are already, used to this. Unfortunately, I have to
Attila,
say.
I'm curious to
And we
what
know
you
how to
just
deal with
said.
it.
You said that Iran or Iranian regime is becoming weaker. The kind of congregation I saw in the visuals, hundreds and thousands of people cheering, chanting, and then there is already a support to Hezbollah, Hamas and Houthis. What makes you think that Iran is on a weaker point right now?
Because the Mossad, for example, annihilated terrorists in Tehran, annihilated terrorists in Beirut just a few hours ago. Israel IDF annihilated Nasrallah, the biggest terrorist ever living on the face of Earth. And Iran can't do anything to harm Israel for now. Iran built for the last 10, 15 years tentacles to try and strangle Israel from the north, from the south, Nasrallah and Hezbollah and Hamas and the Palestinian Islamic Jihad and so on. In the past year, since the 7th of October, Israel is destroying the infrastructure of these tentacles and is making Iran weaker because Iran thought that these proxies will fight Israel at any moment and perhaps weaken Israel. But we showed that even after 1 year, we still have some surprises to put out there. And the war in Lebanon just proves it. Every day, Israel is destroying more and more from the infrastructure of Hezbollah. This weakens Iran. So Iran has to play it hard. He had to have this speech in Tehran just to push some strength into his followers.
To look that it is a leader in that part of the world. Attila, so one of my final questions, do you see, as he's asking the Muslim world to unite irrespective of if there's any sort of factionalism, Shia or Sunnis in any part of the world, that they will unite after what Ali Khamenei has said? Because we've seen Saudi Arabia, UAE, some of the other nations to be distancing from this conflict.
Exactly. So this speech won't help him. This is a speech of a man who is in great despair. This is a speech of a leader who knows that what he has built in 10, 15 years is being destroyed right now in these moments. This is a man who sees that the ballistic missiles that he is throwing at another sovereign country are not threatening anyone and not killing anyone. So he has to stop to talk. Somebody who is strong doesn't have to call upon all the Muslims to reunite and to fight the West. This is, BS, if I may use, excuse my French. So you can see a leader that is looking to spread the terrorist ideology that he has, but there are no buyers. There are no buyers. You
How
saw
is the mood,
Jordan and the
Attila,
UAE
in
and
your
Saudi
homeland,
Arabia
in Israel?
against him and against
Yes.
Iran.
How are the people in Israel reacting? Because is there a concern? Is there apprehension? Do you think Israel is prepared? Because when Iran says we are going to come back stronger, Israel also needs to have a plan B.
Israel has a plan A. Israel is preparing a plan A to retaliate. Israel did not retaliate yet. The Iranians are afraid of the Israeli retaliation that is being prepared with the Americans. I want to remind you, we are not alone in this. The US government, President Biden, declared just a few hours ago that Israel and the United States are preparing a retaliation, a hard kick in the Iranian infrastructures in order to
Okay.
put the Iranians back in their place.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Attila Somfalvi, and may peace return to the region very soon, but it looks like it's going to be escalation.
Amen to that.
I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for speaking to India today.